PMac back for another PMac Movies haul video, baby. We're hoarding up again here on PMac Movies. It's that time of the year where you snag and you don't ask questions, you just do it. You just click for the most part nowadays. You just boom. And then it's to your door, and then you need more. And then you need more. Hey, PMac, didn't you just make a addiction video about movies and stuff? Anyway, quite a bit going on here and a lot more coming. This is the best time of the year to get a lot of this stuff because for the prices are going to be good, firstly, for the most part. This year, not necessarily as good as years past, so you got to be careful. But the thing is, at this point, if you're getting a movie that came out, within last few months and it's discounted, maybe not the last couple months, I don't know how far they go back, but a little ways. So you're getting pretty new stuff, and that means you can still get stuff with slipcovers. And as far as Warner Brothers working digital codes, Warner Brothers is the mainstream studio that actually expires their codes now and gets rid of their codes from packages. So we'll take a look at what old PMac got. I did take a very rare nowadays trip out to Rochester to go to both Best Buy and Barnes & Noble. May actually be taking another trip out there tomorrow, possibly. I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see. But I got a lot of other stuff coming. Some of this stuff I may have already shown, but most of it I don't think I have. So let's take a look. We do have a few new releases in here too. So one thing I ordered from Rare Waves, did I show off my whole Rare Waves order? Maybe not. Hellraiser Quartet of Torment. Now, the issue being, I did not realize, I saw the price, and I looked at other places. I was like, wow, that's a really good price. It was like 60-something bucks. I did not realize that they also released this on Blu-ray. So, I already have these movies on Blu-ray, the first three anyway, and the Scarlet box set. These are apparently, those were 2K transfers. This is 4K, so it is better. But this is a mistake that PMac, I don't know that I've ever made this mistake as far as buying the Blu-ray when I meant to buy the 4K. Now, if it was a region A or a region free Blu-ray, I'd probably almost prefer the Blu-ray because I only have so many 4K players. What if it's going to be harder to get 4K players in the future. All those types of things. They're more expensive. All those things. So a lot of times I'd almost rather have the Blu-ray of things if it's a very good quality Blu-ray, which I suspect these are. However, these are region B as far as I know. I haven't tested them in region A, but as far as I know, these are region these are region B locked. And I do have 2 region free players, but the problem is you got the same issue as far as what you have with 4K players. Maybe even more so. It may eventually be very difficult to get region free players. So you got lesser quality, which I probably wouldn't even notice much, but then you have you want to be able to play it in any player you have. I mean, regular Blu-ray players are easy to get. Region free, much more costly and things like that. But I did end up getting a solid deal on this. It did have, they shipped this in a bubble mailer from the UK. You use a bubble, and this is a weighty package. So this has got a bunch of dings on it, it was already a decent price, and then they gave me a percentage off, so it was still like, it was a really good deal actually for what I paid for this. And I checked Rare Waves today, and for some reason this was marked up to like 100, almost 120 bucks or something. I don't know what's up with that, but there's that one. It is a nice set, and a pretty nice set. The outer box is nice, and if it wasn't nice, my God, it would have been destroyed, because it's got quite a bit of dents and stuff on it as it is. What next? Well, I do have other Rare Waves things that I got. I think one of them may be downstairs, unless I brought it back up here, because I did watch one of them. You're losing it, PMAC. You're losing it. I'm losing it, baby. Let's go ahead and grab at least a couple of the... Oh, here it is. I did bring it up here. I feel like there was more even than this. Use this one. So this is probably everything at this point that I got from from Rare Waves, that Rare Waves order. So I got the Hellraiser. I got Stretch here, which was only $5. This is a Universal one here. I know it's got a Kino US release. Universal from the UK, so this might work on region free. I thought Universal were always region free. Now this one actually ended up, I believe, being a Canadian release, so this should work on a region A player. Cosmopolis. I had been waiting for this to be cheap, or like find it at Dollar Tree or something. I never did, so I went ahead and got it for $5. And then they were having like a little Arrow sale, so I was able to get both of these for $10 each with the slippies and the booklets. The Righteous here on Blu-ray. This was actually a really good movie. I thought it was really solid. And got the booklet here. So one of the main characters in this movie was actually the one who wrote and I think directed it also. Let me just pop this back in here. So this guy right here, Mark O'Brien, he is a main character in this, and he is the writer and director and one of the main actors. And then Henry Czerny is in the newest Mission Impossible movie. He might have been in other Mission Impossible movies too. I can't remember. I don't know what else he's been in, but he's like an older guy. He's in that, and he would be considered the main character. And then I also grabbed this one, which I had passed on a lot of times, but $10 with the Slippy and the booklet. We got a Ghost Awaits, pretty highly regarded. There was a bunch that had like either like a steelbook or a slipcover editions that I did pass on because it just sounded like the movies were not very good. We got some nice reversible artwork. Creepy. I think that this is about a guy who like falls in love with a ghost or something. I don't know. We'll see. I thought The Righteous was probably, you know, the one that was more of interest to me, but it sounded like this one was pretty highly regarded, and it does have like a nice like felt feeling slipcover. It has a nicer slipcover than The Righteous for sure. For sure, baby. What's next? I don't know what's next. How about we do some Target new release Snaggies Target. So I got that from Target. I got that from Target. Don't cheat. Don't peek at what I got here. So of course they you know, Target's whoever does the packing for Target, if it's Alliance or whatever, they just do terrible. Not as bad as Amazon. Amazon uses bubble mailers for damn near everything. If they even do that, once I got a box set and they just slapped the label on the box set, that was Christopher Lee Volume 1. But they just, it could be a $100 set, and they're throwing that mother in a bubble mailer. Target uses bubble mailers. They also use those compressed cardboard things that like put pressure and destroy the slipcover. Those are really stupid too. But Anyway, we did get Blue Steel here. The slipcover is in pretty darn rough shape. But you know, they gave me, you know, they made it so that I didn't need to return this, more or less, as far as the deal that I got. But, you know, because, you know, for a new release, you should get a decent slipcover. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's like a big bend, right? It's just all over. It's beat up looking, and it's because it was in a bubble mailer. So I believe this was also with Blue Steel and a bubble mailer. This is one of my favorites from childhood. I don't know. I don't know if the front of it, it's almost like it's kind of hazy looking. Seems like maybe that's how it's supposed to be, the effect that they wanted on that. But it is Sean Astin in Rudy here on 4K and Blu-ray and digital combo pack. A nice steelbook here that Sony put out. Ended up, these were really good deals because I was able to combine their they had a 20% off movies. Then I had a 15% off my whole order thing that I could use, and 5% off with Red Card. So this was like 30 down to like 20 bucks or something like that. So very affordable. All three of these, I wouldn't have pre-ordered them otherwise. But also we got Sonny Chiba, Volume 2 from Scratch Factory. They are now called Scratch Studios. Which actually, this was pretty good for Scratch Factory. It only had a few scratches, which back in the day, no scratches would be optimal. But now, you get a box set from Scratch Factory that only has a few little scratches. You're like, holy cow, this is great! I can't believe it! So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Sonny Chiba movies, and I think it is 4 discs. One of them has its own disc. The other 3 have 2 movies on each. So glad to be able to get that again for a good price. Combining deals. I think that's everything from Target. But oh wait, there's a lot left here. Let's take a look at what old PMAC got from the Criterion sale. I did stop in at a Barnes & Noble, and you got Scratch Factory, and I don't know what you want to call Criterion. Maybe Scratch-terion, I don't know. They might be worse than Scratch Factory as far as, or Scratch Studios, excuse me. They might be worse as far as Scratch discs. I mean, Criterion, I haven't even bought that many Criterions over the last few years. And I get Scratch on most discs. I really feel, and a lot of them aren't necessarily bad, but when you buy new movies and there's a few scratches on it, it's just not right. It's not decent. So I did get a few. I made another boo-boo here. I had a gift card from, I think was it last year or the year before? I think it was probably last year. I had like $22 left on a discounted gift card I had gotten. And I forgot to use it until after he finished the transaction. I was like, oh, can I return it? And then I returned one and rebought it. He was the guy helping me was helpful. So I did end up getting to use the card, which is good. Let's take a look at what I got for Criterions. First, this one I actually got from Amazon. They had like a little 5% coupon I could use, and it was one that I had seen the UK release out, and I was interested in the movie. It sounded good. It is Orson Welles' The Trial here. From 1962, it's 118 minutes in black and white. We got the 4K Blu-ray combo. We got Orson Welles. We have, what's his face? You know about what's his face. Anthony Perkins. And I was shocked. Now, when you get a Criterion that doesn't have scratches, you probably have to seek better lighting because they're there, baby. Oh, yes, trust me, they are there. But this actually looked like it didn't have scratches. So that means I must have to look in different lighting. Up next, a movie I wasn't going to get because I already have this on. It might even be behind me right here. I have like I'm pretty sure I have like a really old Blu-ray of this movie. I probably had it on DVD also. This is a movie that I've liked since I first saw it. Do I have it on Blu-ray? I was thinking that I did. I was pretty confident that I did. I thought it had a Blu-ray release, but maybe I was thinking of a DVD. A DVD. Let's see here. I'm not giving it away yet. I'm keeping you in suspense of what the movie is. Where the? Here it is, right here. See, I'm not crazy. I do have it on Blu-ray, which is probably totally fine for this movie. We have The Others. This was my Blu-ray, my Miramax Lionsgate Blu-ray, but now we have The Others on 4K. Did I need this? Absolutely not. This is a really good movie, though. Starring Nicole Kidman. And, of course, we do have scratches. You couldn't go 2 Blu-rays without having a scratch. Now, the 4K, looks like it's got like a little one there, maybe. The 4K is actually pretty decent. It does have a small, what looks to be a scratch. Yes, it is, but nothing too significant. Annoying, but not too significant. But then the Blu-ray definitely had some yeah, it has a spot where it has just a bunch of scratches. Just a factory. I believe it's this, from what I understand or what I've read, it's this Mexican factory where they make the discs, and they just do a horrible job as far as quality control. So it's a shame. But The Others, it is a good movie, a movie that I do need to rewatch because it's been quite a while. I've seen it a few times, but it's been a while since I've seen it. So that was a good one. This is one that I've had on my want list. Maybe we should put the camera down a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit better. We need more PMAC movies in the picture. Up next, we have one that I've wanted for a few years. Not like a big want, not enough to actually pay the $20, but I decided, what the hey, I'm going to grab it. It is Deep Cover. We got Larry Fishburne. Hey, it actually says Larry Fishburne on the back. Jeff Goldblum and other people I don't know, but I've heard good things about this movie. This is a Blu-ray, not a 4K, and I've been watching like noir stuff, and I think this is considered like a neo-noir, so I was pretty interested in it since I have been watching some noir and some neo-noir recently. It's from 1992, 107 minutes. Glad to get it. It is Deep Cover on Blu-ray. Another one that had been on my maybe list for quite some time, it had this dual format release. I mean, this dual format release has been out for quite a while now, and I'm not sure why I passed on it this long. It's possible that this was definitely one that I wanted to get if I found it in the store. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to get it, because if I ordered it from Barnes & Noble or Amazon, it would be beat to shite. It is because it's one of these digipacks or whatever they call it, like a cardboard one, and it is the Great Beauty here on Blu-ray. Heard interesting things about this movie. It is from 2013. It's 142 minutes. Sounded like something I would be interested in, and I did go ahead and snag it. I did not open it yet, so where's my... I thought my blade wasn't here, and I was about to get crazy. No! I don't have Bumblebee up here. Bumblebee's downstairs. Let's take a look at the Great Beauty. Come on now. PMAC's having a hard time. I'm trying to open it so that I can keep the plastic on it. I think that's helpful to do with this kind of packaging too, to keep it in good condition. So I believe this was the only copy there, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. This is a 3-disc set. I think we probably got 2 DVDs in here. How many scratches do we have? I don't really care if the DVDs have scratches. It's the Blu-ray that I care about. And oh yeah, it's unbelievable. They cannot produce a Blu-ray disc that does not have scratches. Well, PMAC, you just said that the trial didn't have scratches. That's a freaking Festivus miracle. Yeah, this has some, and I mean, not significant, but it's still annoying. I mean, you buy a new movie, you don't want scratches on it. And then the DVD, it's got actually some significant scuffs on it. Let's see if you can see it right there. See that on right over here? It's got a couple of those. And then the other DVD's actually in fine shape. So, I mean, it could be worse, you know, but it's sad that we have to say that at this point. It's sad that I go into looking at this disc and I'm thinking it's going to have scratches on it, and it indeed does have scratches on it. And saying, oh, well, it's not that bad. It could be worse. It should be, most of the time, it should be pristine. That is not the case. Absolutely not the case. But anyway, moving on. What do we got? We got a couple more Criterions we're going to take a look at. These are David Lynch movies, which I do have UK editions, but they're not very good. They're not well-regarded editions. First Lost Highway, which I have seen, and it's a pretty solid one. Again, I'd probably have to rewatch it. This is the 4K edition, and I suspect we will have more scratch discs in here. You can always count on Criterion, Scratch-terion, to provide you with scratch discs. So Lost Highway, and then another one, same kind of situation. This one doesn't have a 4K though. It is Inland Empire. This one I have not seen yet. I do have that UK edition, which is of poor quality supposedly. So I did want to go ahead and get a nice version of that one, because I am interested in David Lynch movies. What did I get from Best Buy, you may ask? You will now find what PMAC got from Best Buy, some of which are probably going back to the store, because some of them I did get cheaper than Grove, but you got that holiday return policy right now. So you just got to be careful about what you open and things like that, because they're not going to take back an open item, of course. So wanted to make sure I got Mint Slippies, though. That's always nice. We got Training Day, which is a movie that I remember liking, but not necessarily loving. I didn't really know much as far as, like, I didn't probably even know who Ethan Hawke was back when I watched this. He's one of my favorites now. So it'd be interesting to rewatch this. I kind of vaguely remember. I think it's like Denzel Washington's a bad cop, and Ethan Hawke is a youngster, kind of I don't know if it's his partner or he's kind of training him. Then we have Creed 3. I really enjoyed the first 2 Creed movies. This one apparently does not have Stallone in it, was the big thing. But to be able to get this, it's going to be $8 from Grove, as was Training Day. So it's a no-brainer when it's $8 with the slipcover, hopefully, and with the digital code. So it's too good. It's too good to pass up. Up next, we have Sisu here on 4K Blu-ray combo pack. This was like $11.99 at Best Buy, which I thought was reasonable enough. I mean, of course, I would have liked to have been $10. But you know, with inflation and stuff, we're getting movies at pretty good prices if you take that into account. Kind of surprised this one was already part of the deals. It is The Mist here, and I very, very rarely would buy an edition with the same discs. But The Mist is one of my favorites, like one of my top movies. Where is my Steelbook of The Mist? I thought I kind of vaguely knew where it was, but I'm not seeing it where I thought it was. I'm probably just being blind. I do have the Steelbook of The Mist up there somewhere. I don't think it's in, like, I usually have the Steelbooks in like a plastic case thingy, but I don't with that one. Here it is right here, because these Lionsgate Steelbooks, which I passed on a few, which, by the way, the Sicario Lionsgate Steelbook, it was 10 or 12 bucks. That's sharp looking. I do have Sicario on 4K, so it's not the end of the world, but it would have been kind of neat to get that one. And then Hurt Locker, which is probably a movie I'll never watch. I'm not big into war movies, but the Steelbook looked pretty nice for that too. Unfortunately, this Best Buy sale started on a different day than I thought it was going to, so it didn't work out. But we do have the Mist Steelbook. This was not on sale for the thing here, for the Black Friday Best Buy stuff. But I don't know. I'll determine what I'm gonna do with this. Like I said, it's a movie I really like a lot, but I don't necessarily need both editions. I personally prefer the look of this, I would say. Again, I haven't opened this one up yet. I've been kind of busy working and, with Charmy much of the time here, other than, when we were shopping. So I haven't really had time to open up everything that I got. So we got the Mist Steelbook. That was about 20, I think that was about 27 bucks. It wasn't cheap. And then the slipcover edition for 12. If I had to do it again, I would probably just wait and have gotten the slipcover version, but you don't know that it's going to be part of the deal. Not a big whoop. And then I got Violent Night, Violent Night. This is actually the Blu-ray. They did not have any Blu-ray slipcovers, but they did have 4K slipcovers on PMag Movies. Violent Night. So I did watch part of this one. I need to finish it, though. This will also be a Grub one. So this will be another one that I need to return, actually, to Best Buy. $8 minus 20% off. So $6.40 if you just got it at Best Buy. Be 8 bones, baby. So that's everything I got from Best Buy. But oh, wait. We're not done yet, folks. We're not done yet. We have some Amazon. We have some Groove. I guess it's called Groove. I like Grub. What can I say? I like calling it Grub. It'll always be Grub to me. So let's take a look here. I just want to make sure these are all sorted out right. So first we have some Amazon snags. Now, the reason I would have gotten these from Amazon is because I couldn't get the deal through Grub. They didn't carry these. And then with Best Buy, what was I thinking? Some of them didn't have slipcovers at Best Buy. You might have been able to find a slipcover like on their regular shelf, but in their displays, some of them didn't have slipcovers. So I was hoping that Amazon would have slipcovers, and that they wouldn't get to me totally effing destroyed, which is what usually happens from Amazon. Some of them might have had slipcovers, actually, too, but I wanted to make sure I secured a copy, because, these were like Paramount and Lionsgate, so I just wanted to make sure I secured a copy for some of them. Some of them, it was because of the slipcover issues. First, we have a movie that I've wanted to see for quite some time now. I really like Jason Statham. It is Operation Fortune here on 4K Blu-ray digital combo pack. Now, the displays at Best Buy did not have the slipcovers, and they had them in like you know, the kind of wrap that's, it just looks like that cheap crap wrap, and the case is all wrinkly looking, you know, that, I don't know how they get like that, but I don't like those ones. So I said, I'm not paying $12 for that trash. Not that the movie's trash, I haven't seen it, but I'm not paying $12 for something that just, it doesn't look like it's even new. I wanted to get a decent one. So I ordered it from Amazon, and I got lucky to a degree. The slipcover is not mint. You can see, actually, it's pretty good, but that corner got it. And then some of the corners are wore because they use a bubble mailer. If they used a box, it would be damn near close to mint. But, you know, what can you do? It's Amazon. Bitch and complain. You can probably get a discount if you wanted to, if you want to take the time to bitch and complain about it. This was in that same package. This also, I believe this did not have a slipcover at Best Buy. I did not realize that Darren Aronofsky directed this, and when I realized that, I did want to get it for the $6. It is The Whale here on Blu-ray. So again, if they put this in a box, it wouldn't have gotten destroyed on the bottom of it. You should just be happy. You should count your blessings that you got a Slippy. That's true to some degree. These ones were all Paramount, and some of them, so first of all, this one on their displays did not have a Slippy. I don't think it had a slipcover. It must not have, because I would have gotten it otherwise. Yeah, no, it didn't. To my understanding, it did not have a slipcover. It is Dungeons and Dragons, and this is like a silly version of Dungeons and Dragons, which I don't know why they didn't make it more serious. I haven't watched the whole thing, but it was like, you know, it was like a silly thing. And I do have to go ahead and watch the whole thing here, but I do like the look of it as far as like the colors, the red and the black and the white. It looks sharp. And it's like a fun movie. It's not bad. It's just, I don't want just a silly fantasy movie personally. I was just hoping for something different. And then this one you probably could get with a slipcover at Best Buy. The one that Amazon got to me, I think these like glossy ones tend to do a little bit better as far as not getting as destroyed. So it could definitely be better, but it's pretty good. It is Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Probably should have just got this from Best Buy. The reality of it. But like I said, the slipcover is pretty good. And I think some of these from Amazon I could use like credit card rewards and stuff like that. Another one that Best Buy may have had the slip for this. I'm thinking they probably did. Amazon, actually, this one's, again, it has some wear on the corners, but it's pretty darn good. $8 for Pulp Fiction here on 4K. Surprised it's so cheap. I'm pretty sure Lionsgate put out the Blu-ray of this, but, you know, we got the Paramount 4K. And by the way, Transformers was only $8.99, so that was a good price for that. And then the original slipcover I got with this one was pretty destroyed from Amazon, so I got one that looks a little bit better. It is Top Gun Maverick here on 4K. This is another one at Best Buy. They did not have the slipcovers for Top Gun Maverick. So glad to be able to get these. The downside to the Paramount, and now a lot of the Warner Brothers too, is a lot of the Paramounts are just 4K digital code combo. Pulp Fiction does have the Blu-ray. It would be nice to have the Blu-rays, but they're doing what they want to do, more or less. And lastly, it's possible that I talked about some of these. It's Groove. It's Gruv. I like Gruv. So these were the Black Friday prices minus 20% off code. We do have Elf here on 4K Blu-ray digital combo pack with very nice slipcover. This is nice. This is glossy. It does have some damage on the bottom of it that I just noticed. I did order 2 copies of this, so one of them is actually going to be going back to Walmart. I ordered it from Grub through Walmart, but apparently you can take those back to Walmart. So, and this, hopefully my other one's in better shape. This one was, they did not use a box, but my other orders were bigger orders, so that should have a box. I just wanted to make sure, or try to get one with a slipcover. So if the other one doesn't have a slipcover, at least I have a slipcover, even though it is a little bit damaged. I thought you didn't care about slipcovers, PMAC movies. It's nice to get them. It adds value to the item. It makes it a limited edition item. That's the reality. So these 4Ks were $10 minus 20%. So we got Jaws 2 here. Not necessarily a movie that I needed. I have the Jaws 2, 3, and 4 3-pack, which was totally fine. But when you can get this with the code for $8, with a decent likelihood it had the slipcover, you beer, and it had a slipcover, and it's in solid shape. Up next, we have Justice League RWBY Superheroes and Huntsmen Part 1. Now, I did get the 4K version of this one. Most of these DC animated ones, I got the Blu-rays because it was more practical to do so in my eyes. It's more economical. This one was going to be $8 on Blu-ray or $10 on 4K, and then minus the discount. So when there's a $2 difference, having the 4K code is going to make up that $2 difference. Plus, you get the 4K disc and the Blu-ray disc. So grabbed that one on 4K. We got Babylon 5, The Road Home. I think I've watched into season 5 of Babylon 5. There's 5 seasons of Babylon 5. And the Slippy is good on this. I believe the 4K of this was like 16 or 17 bucks. So it just, to me, in my mind, it made no sense to get that when I got this one for half the price. This was $8. I don't need the 4K of it. If they are both the same price, or if the 4K was 10 bucks, would I have gotten it? Yes, it makes sense to do so. It's a better value. But glad to be able to get this for such an affordable price. And then Babylon 5 is coming to Blu-ray next month, which I have pre-ordered. A rare PMAC pre-order. What else do we have here? This one was all like already open looking. This is Cocaine Bear for $8 minus the 20%. Looks like it might be kind of a fun one. I don't know if it's like a comedy. It looked like kind of to me. This movie I actually had never heard of, but sounds like a pretty decent one. It is Armageddon Time. And again, we do have the slipcover. This is a universal release. It was $8 minus 20% off, $6.40. We do have Anne Hathaway, Anthony Hopkins, Jeremy Strong, and people I don't know. So there was that one from Groove. Don't judge me. I'll call it whatever I want. I'm keeping them in business. I'll call it whatever I want. I believe I only had the Blu-ray of this, which I got very, very cheap during a Black Friday, but I decided the 4K Steelbook for $10. You got a beer. Downton Abbey here. Great series. The movies continue it. They're both good also. They're both entertaining, but absolutely fantastic series. Now I have both the movies on 4K. I do have the second one in a slipcover version. I have to get a steelbook version of that. No, I don't. I'm not kooky crazy. I don't have to have all my movies uniform looking and all this nonsense. We do what makes sense here on PMAC Movies. We don't. Some people are just totally cheap where they just thrift. I don't go to that extreme. Some people just buy everything new. I don't go to that extreme. And people need, I need it. I got the Blu-ray of these 3. So I need to get the Blu-ray of this one. I'm not going to get the 4K of this one, even though it's the same price. I'm going to get the Blu-ray. And no, you get the one that makes more sense to get. If they're the same price, you get the 4K, you dummy. You don't, hey, they got to all be the same. Stop being crazy. You're kind of crazy, PMAC. You got to let loose sometimes on these videos. This is entertainment. Up next, we got $8 again, minus the code. We got Justice League War World with a nice slipcover. And I believe the 4K of that one was maybe $15, so I went ahead and got the version that just made sense. Some of them I'll get the 4K, some of them I'll get the Blu-ray, whatever makes sense. Then we got Legion of Superheroes. I feel like maybe I already talked about these possibly. Maybe not. There was 8. And then we got Batman, the Doom. They came to Gotham. I've been noticing that these have been getting weaker reviews. I think I did do an unboxing for these, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I think I did an unboxing a few days ago, but I'm going to go through them quickly anyway. The rest of these I did already show. I am quite confident. But, you know, we got the nice slippy. And this is one. This is that wrinkly thing. This is that wrinkly dinkly crap. I don't know. It's got the slip cover on it, so it's weird that it's like this. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find one somewhere that isn't like repackaged looking and has the actual regular wrap on it. All right, and then, so we got Evil Dead Rise. I'm pretty sure I showed these off already, so these were all really good prices. Rebel Without a Cause. Vacation. Enter the Dragon. The nice Slippies. The nice glossy Slippies. It's so smooth. Shazam 2. And a really good movie, Cool Hand Luke. That's a nice looking addition. That is a nice looking addition. I'm gonna repeat it for a fact. So it looks like that's everything here on PMAC Movies. Over 40 minutes. Did you make it to the end of this video? Let me know in the comments that you made it to the end. You're a true PMAC Movies fan. Even though he's kinda nuts, baby. But you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. Although I can't say nobody's gonna watch you, because there's definitely some people that make haul videos that aren't entertaining and somehow have over 100,000 subscribers. I don't know how that happens when there's very minimal personality. You can put the pieces together, but I think that's everything here. So a nice haul. I got quite a bit coming still. And I think that's all I got for you guys today. So we will see you next time on PMAC Movies. PMAC.